We're here at America's Mailbox in Box Elder, South Dakota. And this is the place that Michelle and I have chosen for our mail delivery service for our life on the road. In doing research between all the major companies and the three main states people chose, South Dakota was the best fit for us, and America's Mailbox had far and away the best service possible for our domicile needs.
So one of the frustrating things about living full-time on the road is figuring out how to have family and friends mail you things, packages and mail. And they're always saying, "Where are you? How do I send something to you?"
And occasionally we get a bill too.
And then what about if you want to vote? And so we get a lot of those questions about how do you figure that stuff out?
Some people choose to use a family member's address to receive their mail and then have this family member forward it to them. But that can get, frankly, that's asking a lot of a friend or a family member. And because that's not really your legal domicile, you might get into trouble with that in certain states. What we've chosen to do instead is to use a mail delivery service.
And the service we've chosen is America's Mailbox in South Dakota.
America's Mailbox is located in Box Elder, South Dakota, which is right near Rapid City, and offers a complete mail service and more. America's Mailbox offers 5 different plans where you can receive your mail, and in various ways they'll forward it to you and you'll get different information. The least expensive is their Bronze plan, which is their basic package for receiving very limited mail. If the only thing you're doing with America's Mailbox is setting up domicile in South Dakota, that'd be the plan for you.
The Silver plan forwards all of your mail, including junk mail. So if you want everything, that would be the plan for you.
Then there's the Gold plan. And with the Gold plan, they remove all of that junk mail before they forward the mail to your selected address, which will save you money on the postage fees.
Mm-hmm. Then you have the Platinum level, and that's designed for small businesses with larger mail volume.
And lastly, there's their Titanium Plus plan, which is far and away their best service. Not only will they remove the junk mail, but they offer a scanning service. So what happens is you'll get an email notification that they received some mail. And in that email will be a picture of the scan of the front of the envelope. Then you have choices. If it's an important piece of mail, you can request that it be opened. Then they will scan the inside and have that image located on their secure servers. And from that point, you can either take action or ask that that mail be forwarded with your other mail to your preferred address. The Titanium Plus plan has worked great for us, and especially because we're not, in essence, flying blind on the mail we receive. We know when there's mail there and when it's time to have it forwarded to us as we move from location to location, and we can say, forward it to our next address.
If you found this video full of information and you have questions about the service or would like more information, leave a comment down below. That's the way that we know you guys are out there and what you're thinking and what you'd like to see more of and maybe what questions you're having when you watch our content. Thanks so much for watching.
And America's Mailbox is more than just a mail delivery service. They will help you with the necessary paperwork to get your vehicle registered in South Dakota and to change any type of paperwork you need to South Dakota. We found them to be incredibly helpful and friendly.
America's Mailbox's customer service is stellar. And when we were walking through the process of changing our domicile, they helped us in a period of time that we had a disaster happen. But more about that later on in the video.
Like Michelle said, their customer service is stellar, and quite frankly, we couldn't have got our domicile established without their help.
Yeah.
And part of that stellar customer service is power of attorney. You can assign them to be power of attorney so that they can sign the necessary documents so you don't have to travel to South Dakota first to get your vehicle registrations changed to South Dakota. And that's what we did. We were able to get our truck and our Airstream registered in South Dakota. So when we traveled to South Dakota, the only thing we needed to do
was change our driver's license.
Yes.
One of the things that makes South Dakota an easy state to domicile in is they only require a 24-hour stay. So you just can go there, stay a night in South Dakota, and they will give you the paperwork to go to the DMV and get your residence changed. It's pretty easy.
It's very easy, especially because some states have like a 6-month requirement.
Yeah.
So somehow you got to go stay there for 6 months, and then you can go file for domicile in that state. And that means you're kind of stuck there for a while. For us, we were just able to travel to South Dakota, and we spent a few nights at Custer State Park, beautiful place, and we were able to establish our domicile.
Besides your residency statement, you'll need your driver's license, your previous driver's license, and 2 other forms of ID.
And that's where we made our big mistake.
Yeah.
We were both working quite heavily at the time when we made our travel from Michigan to South Dakota to establish our domicile. And we each thought the other one had packed the necessary identification we needed to change our domicile. And it wasn't until we arrived, actually,
At the America's Mailbox
went to America's Mailbox,
office.
and we realized that we had forgotten our other form of ID, which we were going to use our U.S. passports as our second form of identification.
But they were not with us. They were in Michigan.
Were not with us. Now, South Dakota, there's quite a few things you can use as secondary identification, including the proof that you've been receiving mail and different things. But for us, because we hadn't forwarded our address yet, we hadn't been receiving mail at our new address in South Dakota, so we needed ID, like a Social Security card or our passports. So that did necessitate us. I mean, I guess what I'm saying is don't make the same mistake we made. We had to wait an extra 4 days while friends of ours packed up the necessary identification and shipped it overnight to us in South Dakota. Extra days because it was a weekend. We had our friends send us our passports, our original birth certificates, our
marriage license,
and our Social Security cards. And so we tracked that package coming across from Michigan to South Dakota. Pretty nerve-wracking when your whole life is wrapped up in one little package like that. So,
everything that proves we exist.
even you're seeing us right now, but without paperwork, we don't really exist. So our suggestion to you is double check and make sure that you have all the necessary documentation to establish your domicile in your chosen state.
And that is where the customer service was really stellar from America's Mailbox. When we realized that we did not have what we needed, they were patient, they were comforting, and they were level-headed, and really helped us walk through what do we do now. So
yeah,
they were great.
We had quite a panic situation, and they really smoothed it out for us.
Yeah, we highly recommend America's Mailbox. We've been very happy with their service, and they are there when you have questions. You can call, you can email, and they are very responsive, and we've never had any issues receiving our mail when they've sent it to us. Their service is always very speedy in getting things mailed out to us, so that's really a big deal, because when you're moving and you need them to mail you something in a spot you're only going to be for 4 or 5 days, you hope that that's going to get there in time, and we've never had an issue with that.
I'll put a link to America's Mailbox in the comments down below. But to make it easier, because I know a lot of people watch our videos on television, I'm going to put a QR code up in one of these 2 corners. And with that, you can use your phone, and it'll take you directly to America's Mailbox website.
If you decide to go with America's Mailbox, let them know that AirStreamer is where you heard about them. Anything else?
Yeah, no, I think we'll not do a closing.
Okay.
We'll just let it close and everything. And
okay.
So yeah, I think we got it, actually. Good job.
Good job to you.